Tuesday, 7th of September, 20 minutes to noon, 11:40 in the morning. Beautiful day, probably in the 60s. In Stockholm, Sweden. Arrived yesterday, shortly after noon. Don't need to work till tonight, and wondering what to do. I belong to a website called mosttraveledpeople.com, and it lists 877 separate destinations in the world that you can visit. So I try to do as much of that as I can. But I'd already been to Sweden, and some of the other destinations just can't get to in a few hours. But also on their website they have a complete list of the World Heritage Sites, UNESCO, and so I pulled that up, and there were 3 of them right around central Stockholm. 2 a little bit more difficult to get to because they're on an island and the schedule doesn't avail itself. But this one particular site, this is downtown Stockholm where we stay. This is Gamlestan, which is the old town, the original Stockholm. And I took a metro and came down off the map, learning how to do that. This is a map of their metro, but they call it, they use the letter T, Tunnelbahn or something like that. But anyway, came out of the central station in the direction of Farstastrand and the T18, and got off at, let me see if I can read this, Skogskyrkogarden, and it's not said like that, but that's where I got off. And I came looking for one of UNESCO's sites, which is Skogskyrkogarden, can't say it. Anyway, this is a cemetery, and let's see if I can find what it was all about. Yeah, in 1994 it was put on UNESCO's World Heritage List of Cultural and Natural Heritage of Outstanding Universal Value. This cemetery, there was a competition held in 1914, international architecture competition, and let's see. Anyway, the guys that designed this won the competition. It's one of the largest cemeteries in Sweden, with some 100,000 graves. It has a crematorium, 5 funeral chapels, and an outdoor ceremonial area. And each year there's about 2,000 burials that take place here. It says, wonderful experience that combines art, architecture, and nature. On the pine-covered boulder ridge, the 2 architects, Gunnar Asplund and Sigurd Lorentz, have created a unique cemetery that blends nature and architecture into a seamless whole. Everything is considered down to the smallest detail to offer healing to mourners, and it was inscribed on UNESCO's World Heritage List in 1994. And it's influenced cemetery designs throughout the world. All I can tell you, other than somebody mowing in the background, very peaceful. Spruce and pine trees. It's an idyllic location. I'll get you some more films in a minute, but you can get the idea. Perfect time of the year to come. The smell is fabulous. But I guess the most important person buried here, and I had to search around because, I mean, it's not crowded, so I just got the general area and then kind of watched where certain people went. And this is the burial place of Greta Garbo. Didn't know that till I got here. I had no idea where to find this place other than get on the train and go look. So there it is, somebody left an orange. But anyway, so I guess now it's back to Stockholm, but you get an idea. Very peaceful. Lushly green. The smell is awesome. So there you go, Monday, September 7th. And I just remembered, this is the anniversary of my father's death. Would have been 73, that's 37 years ago. Today. Almost to the hour.